Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another unboxing slash unpackaging. So today we're doing the Jiren from the Dragon Ball Evolve series. I've already got a few videos up of some of the other Dragon Ball Evolve figures I have ripped open. I've been hunting down Jiren for a while and finally got him. In this set it had Jiren, Gold Frieza, and Ultra Instinct Goku with the silver hair. They've made another Ultra Instinct Goku in the set. It's called Ultra Instinct Goku Sign, so the hair wasn't quite silver, it was black with a little bit of sheen on it. But yeah, very, very cool to add Jiren to the collection. Just right out of the back, the figure looks good outside of the packaging. The packaging looks great. I love the packaging for these figures. But I'm noticing that more and more of these figures they have made have closed hands rather than open hands, and that kind of bums me out. Because it makes it harder for you to, do much posing if they don't have the open hand. You can't do like energy blast posing, things like that. But it is a big, big figure, all things considered, when compared to the other figures from this line. Let me get the plastic out of the way. And also, I'm going to do a size comparison for you guys. That way you have a better idea of how these things look. So, for starters, so this is the Jiren figure from this set. And this was the Ultra Instinct Goku Sign figure from the set. Pretty close in scale. The Goku is a little bit shorter. Obviously, Jiren's a lot beefier than the Goku is, so that's pretty well on point. I got no issues with that at all. And as you can see, Goku's got the open hands, he can do a Spirit Bomb. Yay, good for him. Jiren can, he can't hold toilet paper to wipe his butt. So, anyways, but another size comparison that I was asked to do when making one of these videos is that you guys wanted to see the size comparison between these figures for scale and the Dragon Stars figure. So here is the Goku Black from Dragon Stars. So this is kind of a size comparison between these two figures. So they're not a huge size difference. I mean, putting feet to feet, the Jiren is almost as tall as the Goku. And then if you compare the other Goku from this set to the Dragon Stars, you can see, like I said, there's a bit of a height difference there. But in general, the scale isn't too different. So hopefully that will put that to rest in terms of the scaling difference. Like I said, it's a slight bit smaller, but like it's not like these are 2-inch figures. So that's your size comparison there for anybody who was curious. But let's go ahead and check out Jiren real quick. So first impressions, the torso feels solid. The arms, all the joints feel good on it as well. It looks like there's a little bit of a color differentiation between the purple here and the purple on the wrist. So that's a little weird. Face is pretty much what you would expect. It's Jiren. So these figures tend to be pretty simple in design, but that's also kind of their charm too, is you don't really need to complicate the look of these figures. They pretty much are pretty identifiable on their own. But the bigger thing is to make sure that they have good joints, to make sure that the paint scheme on them looks good, and also to make sure that the, excuse me, I'm drawing a blank. But the bigger thing is also to make sure that there's any kind of trimming or anything on them. That looks pretty okay too. Like, this looks like his uniform got, shredded up and everything, which I like that little detail too. It would have been cool to have him in the full suit. I would have really liked that, but I can kind of see the point of doing it like this as well. It'll look better when you're posing up with Goku. Like I said, with the hands, I kind of wish they would have put open hands with these things. I don't expect them to put extra sets of hands with these figures because they are at such a low price point. But if they would just go with open hands, I would be completely fine with that. But like I said, but all the joints feel good and look good on this. The face looks good. A lot of posability on these. Ankle joints are solid, which is good too on a figure of this size. It's like I said, it's not like heavy, but for a figure this size, it's heavy. So you want to make sure that the weight distribution is good, so it'll stand on its own. And there we go. It stands on its own without too much effort. So I'm pretty okay with that. But this figure looks good. It feels good. Like I said, I just wish the hands were open. Just make them just do some, like, I don't know, some big boy, like, strongman competition posing or something like, oh my god, I'm thinking kissing my bicep. I don't know. So yeah, there we go. So this is the Jiren. Very nice figure. These reviews are always pretty short and simple and to the point. just because they're just, I mean, honestly, they're simple figures, but they're great figures. Like I said, they're $10 retail. So if you want to get Dragon Ball figures and not blow a fortune on these things like you do with SH Figure Arts or even with the Dragon Star stuff, this is a nice way to get you some really cool Dragon Ball figures and not break the bank. And not to mention, you open them, pose them up, play with them, whatever you want to do with them. It's $10. You're not killing anything. You find them at Walmarts and Targets. But yeah, great figures. Dragon Ball Evolve is the name of the line. You can even get them on Amazon, I believe, as well. So check those out. But guys, I think that's going to wrap up for this Jiren review. Like I said, very easy. Wish there was some accessories to these figures, but for $10, you can't really expect accessories. I would just be happy just to have open hands. But thank you for checking out the video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also make sure you follow me on Instagram at CollectingRaj. But guys, this is going to wrap up for this video. Thank you for checking it out, and as always, have yourself an awesome day.